Everybody, welcome back to the Quantum Show. It's panel discussion time. Sound check, please. Let me have a sound check. Give me a sound check, please. Sound check, sound check. Let me know if you can hear me okay. I had some problems selecting the correct microphone. Sound check. Put in the chat. I got two here. Sounds good. Sounds good. Sounds good. All right. I will take that down. Thank you, Aussie Tiger, and Samo for the sound checks. Oh, thank you, Tim. Tim, your link has been sent to you. If you, let me go ahead and do this, get this over with. There it is. Bada boom. There. Let me tell y'all, I'm in a mood right now. This is hey, Blue Chicken. I saw your new video, dude. I don't really know what to think of it, but now I can talk to the chat. I'm sorry I couldn't talk to the chat. I'm really distracted. Really am distracted. So if you saw my other video, everyone, you know I had to go visit the ER tonight. I'm fine. Not on all thrusters. Let's just say there is an infection. Okay. Okay. And okay. DJ is gonna be here in a few minutes. He's dealing with his own bio stuff. So it's gonna be, hey Woo, it's gonna be me and you, Tim, and I don't know who else. If Raven shows up, great. I'll send her a link right now too. Let me see here. I will send Raven a link. I never know if my computer gets to the cat dimension or not. And turning off Facebook. Alrighty then. Welcome back to the chat. Aussie Tiger, Samo. Tim was here. He'll be here in a minute. Blue Chicken. Woo Riders DG. What's up, y'all? I hope y'all caught the first hour because I'm just going to go ahead and go with that because it seems like we are in control groups and it seems like it has to do with extraterrestrials. I know it was the telepathy tapes, but that led me to this. You know, I look at things in a different way. Always have. And because I seem to have some sort of awareness. And there's another guy I want to take a look at. Hey, Rachel Andrews Flick, what's up, Obi2? Welcome back to the Quantum Show. Hope you were able to hear the first part of the show. There is another person I want to talk about, and he's a psychologist. He's very good, very into it, right? And he works with ufology people. He works with contactees, abductees, and I'm going to bring up his little video. Well, he had an interview on the Portal Room, which was a very good interview. I liked and subscribed. That link will be in the description after the show, okay? And the person's name is Craft Beard. I'm going to just get him on screen just to show who this person is. I'm not going to play the video. I have no. Hey, Rachel and Renee. Hey, welcome back to the Quantum Show. I have no permission to share any videos, so I'm going to do this. And the guy on the bottom is Craft Beard. Okay. Now I will play the video, but I'm not gonna just to get that line off the screen, right? That guy, Craft Beard. This show will be in the description after this show, my show. Okay, now I'm going to go ahead and get that off the screen. He was talking about the alien abduction phenomena. Okay, and how he is convinced that now there's a catch-22, right? Hey, Tim,
Howdy, howdy. Get a sound check.
sounds good. You might want to turn your mic. Let me see. Let me put your microphone up a little bit. You're a little soft.
Test, 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 test.
Okay.
Sound better?
Yeah, you're better. Maybe it was
Okay.
me. You sound great. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah, I was just going over the craft beard on YouTube,
What's
and
that?
he is a guy.
Oh,
He's a psychologist that talks about the people who are the victims of ufology, the abductees, the contactees, the breeding program people, and he is
yeah.
swears that it is all about psychology. It is all about hidden trauma, hidden abuse, but and he makes great points, right? He makes
Hmm.
great points. However, the caveat that he has that I'm giving him is he refuses to undergo regression himself or any kind of looking into it like we would do as the
Yeah.
muggles, as the subjects. He refuses. He absolutely refuses to do that because he doesn't give a reason. He just says, I will not do that. And I'm like, well, that is. That's
So he
part of
doesn't
the
want to be vetted,
right,
basically.
and right, that's he doesn't want to put. He's worked in correctional facilities. He's worked in uh, psychology offices. He was in the correctional facility wherever he is for 5 years or so, and I don't see his channel. I don't see that he has a channel, not yet anyway. But
Hmm.
he's on Twitter, and it's the Crafted Beard. So let me go ahead and share that again, just so we have something to go by, right? And yeah, or not the craft beard, but craft underscore beard. And you see what he looks like,
Okay.
right? Now, Paul is, I don't think he's new to the ufology paranormal scene, but he's a younger dude. He seems to be very into it. He did a great interview with this dude. Okay.
Yeah.
The Christian guy on screen is his partner. Apparently, is his side, not, I don't want to say sidekick, but the other guy, like kind of like what we're doing now, right? But it's
Yeah.
Paul's show, and they go. He only has one large format video. This one, apparently, something was wrong with his account or something. I'm not sure. I'm going to see has
Oh.
he republished Paul Ramos, right? The Portal Room. No, he only has the one, and the rest of them are very. There's some video games. Some. Oh, he's a musician. Uh,
Ambient guitar.
yeah. So, hey, you know what? I see a quantum link happening right here. You might want to hit this guy up, or he might want to hit you up if he sees this show. I will send him a link somehow. And this is him. He is releasing Rob Wood Part 2, which is his. No, that's. Oh, he's on right now. Oh, I
Oh.
did not know that. I am going. Now, I can't bring the show up, or can I? But I can't play
A
anything.
show within a show.
Yep. Can y'all see this?
We can see it. I don't know if they can
I don't.
hear it though.
There's no sound. I can't see sound. Yeah, Agent Harambe. All right, I'm gonna go introduce us right now. Hey, everybody, got my show watching.
Nice.
Nice to be here. Didn't know you were gonna go live. Hit like, and of course my little alien. I can hear him.
Yeah. Nice.
Oh, they can't see me. Apparently, the guy's name is Rob. That is Arden Paranormal. Okay. You know what I can do? No closed captions. Okay, well,
That's cool.
recommending your show on my show now, Alien Head. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and just since we can't hear. Oh, he's printing. He's printing something. That's cool. Since we can't hear, I'm gonna go ahead and just check out and come back to you guys. Okay. Okay, he's putting on a show my comment, recommending your show on my show now, Alien.
There's a bunch of hearts.
Yeah, that's not me. It must be let's see who's in here. We got people we don't know. John R. I don't think we have a John R. Carlos PS and UFO intros. I don't know those guys. Right? That's okay.
They seem
So
cool.
yeah, they seem his interview with Beard was top notch. Let him talk, ask good questions, and yeah, they're talking about printing right now, so I'm gonna. Oh, sorry to I say gonna tend to my own show. Showed you off. Subscribed later, bro. I'm gonna see if he puts it up on the screen.
Cute.
Maybe not. Apparently, Agent Harambe is talking either here now or in the green room afterwards. At your discretion. But it needs to be said publicly, not on Twitter. When Twitter on said, you'll understand when I get there. Going on a diatribe. I'll be back. Too easy. I'm Rick. I'm please go like and subscribe. Okay. If you see me on UFO Twitter, feel free to jump on my spaces. Paul Ramos, the portal room. Okay. I'm going to go ahead and bring us back. Hope that was interesting, right? I don't know how to do that. Pinky is saying jump rooms. I don't have permission. I walked in on a live. I did not know it was even happening. And okay, but good guy, good show. He's a young guy. You saw his buddy was printing something, right? And that was a what you call it, a resin printer. Very smelly. I don't care. I will not have one in here. I have enough problems with ABS. So no resin. And it's ABS resin, so it's like 10 times more fumes. Duh. But yeah, the craft beard, he is a critic. And he cuts himself off at the knees when he won't go and do the things. I wonder, my next question is, would he try CE5? Would he try certain meditative techniques to get results? Would he try these things? Put himself in the crosshairs. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's my question. And I'm glad to have found the portal room. That's a good name. You know, don't you think that's a pretty good name, the portal room?
It could be fun.
Yeah, the portal room. It's got gaming roots, of course. Portal, which is awesome. I like that. And Oh, I forgot to say, hit like and subscribe, and let me get this done out of the way. It's my little referral link that they want me to show on StreamYard. So there you go. And
Do they pay you for that?
they might if anybody happens to start the service. Hey, Robot Jim. Yes, I am glad that there is a panel tonight. Tim, it might not be a very long panel. I got talk. I tell you separate, but not here, not in front of God and everybody, and all the agencies and all the aliens. Well, the aliens will see it anyway. They already
The
know.
aliens are
They were
us, man.
they were probably there. There were. I didn't. My senses were dulled, so I was there. They were probably there. And dude,
It was
I said,
probably Samo that had you pee in a cup, and Ozzy who took your blood, and
they're all double
Pinky
agents.
later checked you for your next appointment.
Hey, DMAC, I think this is that Paul Ramos? I don't think so. Welcome to the Quantum Show. Thank you for coming and checking out our panel. Right now, the panel consists of me and DJ Wardove, aka Tim. And oh yeah, I'm sure dude was in there because I had I keep wanting to say medic. I had a male nurse guy, and he was. I said the Navy was involved. He was the guy. He's a veteran from the Navy medic,
Yeah.
and he was my attending person. That was fine. It was fine, right? But I don't know. I think he didn't like Army guys too much. It was like I was yelling and cussing and hollering, and they all heard me, and they didn't seem to care. I guess that's fine. It only for like 30 seconds, right? But woo. So, and he had blue eyes, not ice blue. If he had ice blue eyes, I'd have been like, I'm not working with you. I'm not working with you. I'm not going to tell you why. Because they got something in them, dude. Ice blue eyes. That's every person I've ever known to have ice blue eyes had something serious mental, right? Ice blue. Now blue, I got blue. He had blue. Blue's fine. But ice blue, the clear, dreamy. Some people call them angel eyes. Well, if the angel is in there, their human body can't hang with it. And it fucks them up. Yeah, it's after hours now. I'm gonna say fuck.
Roger that. Our words go.
Heck yeah. So yeah, welcome DMAC to the Quantum Panel. Like and subscribe. I hope you enjoy what you hear. Tonight, unfortunately, is a short panel because I am way under the weather. Not firing on all thrusters. Had to go to the emergency room tonight. And Navy dude was like, "Well, you'll have something to talk about." I'm like, "I got to worry about community standards, bro. I ain't bringing on any of this stuff up." But yeah, you were there for the first hour, right? Listening.
Yes. Though honestly, I put you on speaker and I was waiting for you to come in most of that time. So
Oh,
when you came in, I wasn't like really, I had things I was finishing up in the kitchen basically.
right. Okay, well,
But I'm glad to be here. I'm glad to be here. I support you anytime, any place, any way I can.
thank you, sir. Appreciate it. If I ever figure out how to play music on this thing, it will be produced by Tim, aka DJ Wardove. If I ever figure
Well,
out how to
thank you.
do that, I'll ask Frank. He's the one who knows this stuff a lot better than I do. It might
DJ
be
Wardove, supported by Nathan from the Quantum Show.
heck yeah, heck yeah.
That was what I was taking a moment ago. Some good
okay.
old berberine and
The stuff.
this stuff. Diabetes mix. Samo's talking about my health, so it's kind of been quantum tonight.
Yeah.
He wants me to take more
Onions.
lemon and onions.
Onions. Yeah. What was the other one? Onions,
Onions
soap,
and
vinegar, and
lemons.
salt.
Yeah.
Hey, unknown. Welcome back to the show. Thank you for coming back to the Quantum Show panel. Unfortunately, it's a short one. I'm way under the weather, not on all thrusters tonight, but I'm going to push through because you know what? The show must go on. That is something I have learned. The show must go on. It doesn't matter if it's a bad show because it's real. This is the real
Yeah.
shit right here. I mean, I've already called out of work for tomorrow. There ain't no freaking way.
Yeah.
But I do want to go over. Okay, I have control groups, and I'm just gonna really quickly read them over. Right, the ones that seems to be now. Okay. If I started out with telepathy tapes, they are Unimatrix human, calling them that. They're the ones that separated themselves as a subnetwork out there, much like I do on a different way, on a different level with the Crystal Network, right? Um, I've separated that from this, from phones, from anything else, and it's in like, well, we're both on it. It's one of them. I don't know. Shit seems to work, so I'm going to keep working it. But it net off of this. They have formed a subnet off of this their own way called it's shown to be some I don't think it's telepathy. I think it's consciousness. But I'm not I did that show. I'm not really getting into that right now. But they're one. Well, what about the other side of it? The collective. That's us. We're the ones that are not in the telepathy tape Unimatrix human, right? And the control we are divided up. We are divided up into control groups. It seems like I'm basing this on the different kinds of ufology reports, be it abductions, sightings, visitations, communications. CE5 is one of them, right? CE5. But you got breeding program, the human mutilation, the starseeds, the implant group. They're the ones, the implant group, the terrorized ones, and uh, operatives, the ones that talk with governments and corporations, residents or resident observers. Those are the ones that I've seen at the different places, right? And then you have Nikola Tesla back then, and the only other one we know of now that I can put him in his own group is Elon Musk. Because I think he is from out there, but born here. Same thing as Nikola Tesla was from out there, but born here, but different than a star seed. Seems like star seeds are put here to change society in their own small ways. They are going to be the new muggles.
Yeah.
And it's not so much as they're going to take over or they're going to, no. They're going to replace us. And they're still in their first, from what I've seen, they're still in their first gens, right? Millennials were the first ones. Maybe some of the Crystal Children. I'm not going to. You're familiar with those guys, the Crystals, the Indigos,
Yeah.
all that.
Sure.
Oh,
It's the 60s.
right, those were right. I seem to fit into the category of Indigo children. The Indigo. We're the one. You too, right? As far as timing,
Yeah.
but we're the ones who are meant to begin to wrap up the work of the last guys, right? And we are. Things are changing, and here come the millennials. I now this is not a generational thing. This seems to be more of, now I'm talking starseeds, okay? This seems to be more of shaping society thing, okay? And you make music. I do whatever the hell I'm doing. I don't know half the time, right? But I spread good vibes and I give good messages. I'm nice to people. I have come up, I've come up with the idea. If I can reach length and that's it, that's good enough. That's enough. And maybe the neighborhood. You know what I mean? So that's what I do, and that's what you do. You make the music, and
Together
yeah,
we're Hollywood celebs.
so those were the groups, and I'm not putting myself into a starseed role. However, I don't really define the group too well. You know what I mean?
Right.
They define themselves, and they have literally branched off. They have literally shunned. They consider us to be muggles, right? What the way I consider society, that the non-psychic, non-UFO, all this stuff is made up people, the muggles. They consider us, even you, muggles,
Yeah.
like outsiders. They don't understand. We don't understand that they have this consciousness from above. This is not our home. Their words, right? They feel different, and so those are the star seeds, and those are really the only ones that I can talk to, because none of these other ones, right? The operatives, they're not going to talk to us. Me, the resident observers, they don't talk to anybody. I know. I watch them not talk to anybody. I watch them. Okay.
Might have to cut it short again.
Not that short. I want to at
Okay.
least go for like 45 minutes or something. I mean,
Okay.
that ending for the first hour, woo, I don't know what the fuck happened, but I had to readjust, right?
I
And
understand. It
I'm
happens.
fine. I'm fine now. It's just
Okay.
backstage, maybe. Okay.
Okay.
Not in front of God and everybody, aliens and agents. um. So here we go. Let's look at the chat, shall we? The unknown is saying, I have a hard time with star seeds, maybe because I don't know exactly what they are. Right. They have they have started to call themselves a movement. I don't know if that's really accurate. Okay, it's like a club that they want to be a part of, but we just would never understand. And if any starseeds want to come on and correct me, please do. I will send you a link, right? And yeah, there are, okay, as far as starseeds goes, there are dark and light. I've known several, and they are very different. Tim, have you met many of them or have known?
Starseeds? Only people who've claimed to be starseeds over the internet. In real life, I haven't met many people that claim to be much over the internet, but I have met a few people that claim to be things not on the internet.
Okay. Well, I remember. Go ahead. Did I
No,
cut
no,
you
go
off?
ahead. You remember.
Okay. Yeah, I remember I went to a public store here in town, and there was this girl that was being a bagger. She was clearly like 16, you know. She had, now, empathy is a thing, and another layer of perception, okay? This girl was glowing, and I said, "Do you know what a star child is?" And she goes, "No, I don't." And she was very matter of fact, just like all these millennials, right? Or Gen Z. "No, I don't. Let me see." Now she's already glowing, right? She gets on her phone, Star Child, and she sees what it is. It's like someone took a light bulb that was on medium and turned it to extra high as far as my perception went. I was like, really, it was just, double take time. And she
Mm-hmm.
goes, thank you. It's positive, right? So thank you. It's so nice, and all this. And I'm like, okay. And she just stayed glowing the whole higher, and only I could see her. But to me, dude, she was like a beacon light. Okay, the
Yeah.
rest of the place, it was daytime. It was sunny, but and big store windows. She was brighter in a certain way. It was cool. And I did a video. This is a long time ago. Starseeds in the Wild.
Yeah.
That was that one. That was, man. You know what? It's been over 2 years doing this show.
Yeah. I looked back at some of your older shows the other day.
Thanks, man. I have polished up since then.
Oh yeah, we've all gotten a lot better at these internet things over the last 3 years.
Yeah, presentation. I like to think
Editing,
I've
everything.
yeah, I like to think I've gotten better at my oration. I'm trying to not do the ums and and like. I'm trying not to do those things too much. Aussie is flashing that light before the light flashes back. Please like, share, and subscribe. If you're here, you are quantum, and that is true. Of all the cat dimension that projects into our reality, Raven, you are here. And more links will be in the description afterwards. I'm gonna try to find a link for Craft Beard, and I'm gonna get a link for the portal. I may go back afterwards just as a viewer and
And as
check out.
Samo says, be your own movement, change the world for the better.
Yes, Samo is preaching, spitting truth. What they say? That
Yeah.
stuff, spitting truth. It usually sounds really bad when you say spitting anything,
Oh, I like
but
it though.
I
Spitting is to speak as, but it comes from a place that's, more gutter and raw, vile,
right.
you know. Even Michael Jackson said it. Bad is good, you know.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. And you know what? Now I know Michael Jackson had some bad stuff going on, right?
But we grew up on him.
Yeah, we grew up on him, and I think it was some mystery school stuff that he was doing. And those rules, good there, don't apply good here. Hey Diane, welcome back.
Truth.
I am talking to the chat this time. It's a short show. I'm going to try to go at least 45 minutes, okay? And all those wingdings made it here. Okay, the unknown is saying one thing I'm really interested in are the remote viewers and psychics. Yeah, that's kind of that's a related topic tonight. Very good. Thank you for bringing that up. Tim, let's tackle it for a few minutes. Want to?
Sure. Psychics. Well, we're all kind of psychic and remote viewers on this channel. Uh, I I have a tendency to see things that are not are not here, but I can't predict when I'm going to do it. I don't. Oh man, I'm not such a good prisoner tonight. I'm tired too.
Yeah.
um, I've seen things that I describe, and it usually comes from a trance-like state, of
Mhm.
which I'm not in tonight, and it's
So we got
um
all of you tonight.
oh yeah, everyone just hopped right in there. Okay, remote viewing is when you see things through your third eye, your eye of imagination, your observer eye, your black hole at the center of the galaxy. When you are observer, when you are the thing that asserts itself as the central observer of the universe. And in these moments, you're certain of what you're seeing, but there's also a cloud, a veil over it. I don't know what it is. It's cosmic gas. It's the fact that some of the things that you're seeing are they're so convoluted in time and space that you're not seeing a clear picture of them. You're seeing as you would through um, galactic orbiting, or things that bend light. You don't see them clearly. um Intervibrational, that's a good term. Intervibrational. So I'm not seeing with my eyes, and that is in ufology a bad thing, because I can't really gather evidence like other people gather. I can ask questions, and I can ask really good questions, and I'm getting better at the type of questions that I ask when I'm in these states. But really what I think I'm being is I'm being a quantum observer. I'm seeing myself at center, and I'm seeing all of these quantum possibilities, and I'm picking out the best choices that I possibly can out of different possibilities in the quantum realm. And that is what you all see as predicting the future or remote viewing. But for me, I'm just trying to live my life and move from event to event without pocket dimensions bursting. Is that enough for?
Pocket dimensions. Yeah,
Yes.
pocket. Okay, I have had this happen. I have jumped a couple times from one to the other, and and the thing is, normally it seems like we filter these things out, and
Yeah.
it doesn't make sense, therefore it doesn't exist. We do this all the time.
Right. You filter them out. When you collect a bunch of coincidences together, they become a novelty. And when novelties of coincidences gather together, they become a much, much bigger thing that I don't think that we have a word for yet.
Mm,
Like my meditations on 23. We won't discuss 23 and its numeric significance in this portion, because we've done it on many other shows. But I picked 23 as a meditative focus, and it works for me because I began to see novel instances of 23 occurring. And then once I see novel 23 existences beginning to occur, then I can predict the extra existences, and I start to see a pattern of 23s. But because I chose that number, I've introduced novelty to the system of and I understand that. What's unknown saying? I really know
Unknown is
what
saying,
you
I
mean.
really know what you mean. I'll read it out to you. I really
Go.
know what you mean. Things happen sometimes to myself, not remote viewing, but it's hard to explain, like coincidences, I guess.
Yes.
Hey, you know what's not a coincidence? You were saying that, and he had said that. Not a coincidence.
Right.
Quantum.
It's
There's
more
quantum.
it's more like a targeted series of coincidences. You know, coincidences that are not occurring by coincidences are no longer coincidence. If
Right.
you know what I mean. Nudge,
There's a
nudge, nudge.
pattern. Something's going on in the background, somewhere in the wheels of reality, that is causing
Yes.
these random occurrences to happen to complement each other. And we notice them. Let's say, for me, for a while, it was blue balloons, right? Because I was like all into the Hellier show. It
Yeah.
was blue. I started seeing blue balloons. I have not
Nice.
seen a blue balloon in years since they kind of said what they said. And I believe it was for me, but whatever. But I haven't seen one in years. But there are other things, and they're always real. Oh, here's one. The other day, I think. Yeah, okay, check it out. I've been to my sister's place a lot. Sometimes I'm late. I'm driving and I come back on. I'm on the show and I can't see a thing. Y'all can't see a thing. Lights are all off. I talk about stuff, driving from my sister's place. It's slightly out of town, and well, I've been there a lot. The place doesn't really change too much as far as greenery goes. This is key. Now, the stuff that I've got going on that took me to the ER tonight is related to these herbs. They were there every time I went, but I never saw them. I never looked them up. I never tried. Looks like he has stepped away for a moment, and let me go ahead and take that one off the screen. Okay, I've never tried, but something told me grab them, just grab them this time. So I did, and they were literally growing in pavement at the bottom of the steps, or growing in gravel at the bottom of the steps. And they've always been there. Generally, they're considered weeds. They're called clingers, and there's a big long name for them. But something told me to grab them up, and I did, and I jarred them. Right, I got them in a jar. They're drying. Um, it's one of the big. Oh, and 10 minutes. But I looked them up. They're directly related to the shit I'm going through right now. Directly. I never noticed them before. Never thought anything about them before. I did this time. For some reason, they were like, it seemed like they were being handed to me. So I looked them up, and they're directly related to they're no miracle cure, but they're directly related to what I'm dealing with right now. Okay. And they've been known for that for over 100 years. It was, is that a coincidence? Did I just not? Why did I tend to notice them now rather than ever before? And yeah, it is a healing thing, right? I know I'm saying
Yeah.
for healing, yes, a certain kind of healing, okay, a certain aspect of bodily systems, okay, and they've always been there. Never knew why, but I never noticed them until the other day, and something said pick them. They're all over the place, right? They're uh they're considered weeds. However, I looked them up. They are, while not no kind of miracle cure, they're for the things I'm dealing with. Why
Yes.
did that happen? I don't know. Why? Why? Right? Is it a coincidence that I just happened to know them right before the thing that happened needed them the most? I don't
Right.
know what that would be. I don't think that's coincidence. I think that's more of like it was being pointed out to me by something out there, you know? That was my example.
Yeah, it's less coincidence, more like a web of incidents.
Right. It's thing leads to thing leads to thing leads to thing.
Yeah.
And it
And
is
if
go
you
ahead.
pick a value, I mean any value, it doesn't have to be numerical. It can be one of them abstract values. But you can pick something like 11 11 11, and you'll see reoccurrence of it within 24 hours. And once you see those reoccurrences, jump on it and look for more occurrences. And that's the best way I could think of moving into remote viewing
Yep.
for who are we talking to? The unknown.
Yep. Okay. Tim, I'm gonna have to cut it
Yes, sir.
short.
All right.
Got something going on.
I feel you.
But okay, everybody, thank you for coming to the Quantum panel. I'm sorry it was so short. Usually we go for 2 hours, but I had serious stuff go down today. And it ain't over yet. Okay. So thanks everybody. Keep it quantum. Got to push those buttons. Again, thanks everybody. Thank you for coming by the unknown. Tim, thanks for coming on the show with me.
No problem.
Backing me up. Samo, and Diane, Aussie Tiger. I'm sorry, Aussie. I'm going to have to manually hit that red light myself tonight. Got DMAC. I think he may or may not still be here. Thanks for coming by. And Diane says, I was just trolling. No, not trolling. That's not trolling. You're not trolling. You're visiting. Trolls are bad. And Rachel Andrews Flick, our own OB2, and Renee Andrews, sister of OB2. Thank you for coming. Thanks. Oh, there we go. All right. Management has caught up. Pushing buttons. Thanks, everybody. Keeping it as quantum as possible. Out of here. Bye-bye.